Alright, how's it folks, and welcome to the next episode of my Hogwarts Legacy playthrough, where in my own time I went around collecting all those extra Daedalus keys to unlock this House Crest chest,
This Daedalian Keys challenge is coming along nicely.
with the goal of wearing this outfit for this, and then we'll probably start off with
Another house token for the house chest.
another Sebastian quest to learn some more unforgivable quests, spells.
That's it. I'm making good progress with those tokens. Here we go, the last house token. Time to see what's inside. Well, look at that. Thanks goes to the former headmistress, Eupraxia Mole.
Okay. I think it's this one. Ravenclaw Relic House Uniform. A house robe for the wise and clever Ravenclaw earned by using the Daedalus keys to unlock your house chest. Rather fancy looking. Yeah, I'm definitely going to keep that on. Okay, and then let's go to map. And world map. Try and find where old Sebastian is. Oh, he's back out at Feldcroft. He sent a message saying he found a lead on a dark arts relic that could potentially control Imperio. I don't know how that's going to help your sister, but
Mysterious and a bit
let's see.
unsettling. What to do?
You're here. Good.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it, but I suspect if it was important enough for Slytherin to stash in his spellbook, it's worthy of further study.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominis has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominis would be livid if he knew what we were about to do.
Student report. The catacomb assignment yielded more than I'd imagined. Learning about our ancestors was illuminating. However, I stumbled upon something else I could not ignore. In an area behind the great room which had suffered decay amid the turned over sarcophagi, I discovered an oddly shaped relic. Immediately I sensed its power. I would be thrilled to study the relic further if only the removal of objects were allowed.
I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Let me just take my scarf off, it's a little distracting for me. Alright, let's check it out.
I'm sure that foul smell is the scent of success. Try not to lose your nerve just yet.
Confringo! At least now we know. Open.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the team will be insect-free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Revelio.
There.
Accio. Confringo. Accio. Confringo.
is taller than it looks.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
There we go. Oh, there's a collection here.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Revelio!
Alright, let's keep exploring.
Confringo!
We've rid the
Revelio.
world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Accio! Revelio! Confringo! Accio!
Oh, so many spider webs getting set on fire. That's pretty cool.
Revelio!
Okay, there's that way. Or down the other way.
Watch your step. I nearly slipped there.
Confringo! Protego! Stupefy!
Okay, that was the upgraded transfiguration spell.
All this grass. It no longer feels like a tomb.
Revelio!
I've read about catacombs that underwent expansion efforts and ran into problems. Often cave-ins.
And then were abandoned.
Exactly.
Confringo!
We'll be fine, though.
There we go. Got my loot. Yeah, so the upgraded transfiguration spell turns him into an exploding barrel that I can chuck and blow up someone else. Which is quite useful. Okay, looks like we've got a puzzle
Now
room.
this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd. Accio! Confringo! Accio! Revelio! Accio!
More bones.
There's something here by the altar. Confringo! Revelio!
Did you hear that?
Accio! We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Does the code light up when I'm casting spells?
Revelio!
Does too. I should take notice of that. That's pretty cool.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Okay, so where am I dropping these bones? Oh, there's a note here. I foolishly mentioned the relic in my report and was reminded to leave it where it lay, but research must come before my fealty to the rules. I sensed something about this relic. I was told that those chosen by English oak ones have powerful intuition. I believe it. Therefore, when no one was looking, I acted. I conjured 2 barricades to isolate the relic. Ancestors forgive me, but I used the very bones as the key. Plan to return to it, but first I must ready myself for our next assignment, learning the Imperius curse. The spell is said to serve well against enemies.
What did you find?
An assignment to learn the Imperius curse. I guess
Accio!
this was
Wingardium
before they
Leviosa.
were unforgivables, maybe?
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Yep, that's working.
Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
I'm honestly surprised the students set that up. That was pretty cool though.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic, And conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades, I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperius curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
I've already unlocked the door.
Do you think the pages were left here on purpose?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel stuffed full of notes. They might have been left on purpose, or the student may have simply dropped them.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined.
But what about up there?
Confringo!
Yep.
We've made it this far, but clearly we have more to do. Accio! Confringo! Lumos. Confringo. Lumos. Confringo.
Okay, that keeps him away.
Lumos.
Go away. Go away.
Confringo.
There we go.
Lumos. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Alright. Where did those bones go? Ah, they're here.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay, they start making a
Accio. Wingardium
bridge.
Leviosa.
That's cool.
Rickety bone bridge complete.
And here's the chests I was looking for.
Accio. Revelio. Accio.
Alright. And let's carry on.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Where he cast as well.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperius curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the Imperius curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominis that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master.
Right, let's learn our next unforgivable. The Imperio.
Go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Imperio.
So the spiders are fighting each other now. There we go.
Confringo.
Yep, was
Revelio.
intentional.
Accio.
Okay, so we came through there,
Revelio.
and there's more stuff down there, so let's go this way for potential loot.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Oh, there's symbols. Okay.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Unless we just go for the ones that
Accio.
have flames on them.
That worked.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Okay, so probably gonna need to go the other way then. Oh, it's to open up the door, so I'm gonna need that thing and then that thing. So squiggly
Accio.
and then round boy. Round boy. There we go. Okay, so that's the way we meant to go, so let's go down here first then.
Confringo. Descendo. Confringo. Confringo. Protego.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it? Revelio.
Give me my loot. That's what I'm here for.
Confringo. Descendo. Accio. Revelio.
Okay, that's enough of Wiggenwell potions.
This catacomb has suffered decay, just as the student's summary described.
I doubt anyone's been here in quite some time.
The legendary item. Okay, that's here's all here. Yeah. Yeah, I can't get that spot of hand. What's through here?
Revelio.
Bit more loot. Okay, let's keep moving on then. Okay, probably gonna have to keep going this way then. Oh, there's a chest behind that one.
Accio, Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Okay, so I need that one, then that one.
Accio.
And then...
This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Revelio.
Okay. That seems to be it. Yep, nothing else. Wait. What's that one? Oh, we haven't unlocked that one. Okay. So we need that one. And then... Circle Boy.
Revelio.
Just nothing. Okay, so that was just a dud.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
I quite like the coat glowing when I cast spells.
Lumos. Confringo. Bodega. Stupefy.
Okay, let's put the send on.
Descendo. Bodega. Stupefy. Descendo. Confringo. Stupefy. Confringo. For a moment there I thought that'd never end. Revelio.
Okay, I was fooling around a bit too much in that one.
Confringo.
I quite like that, setting the spider webs on fire. Little satisfying.
Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
Okay, so I'm guessing that's what it looks like. The relic contains abundant potential. Its possibilities could benefit not only Wizard Khan but the world. But the dark sacrifice involved to realize its intent may be too great. Until we know more, please do not remove this relic.
Sebastian! The relic! Look!
Could it be?
Yep, seems to be.
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm gonna go for this even though I don't want to. For the sole reason to keep this quest moving on. So I can learn the Avada Kedavra spell.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
He's a bit too obsessed and quite easily justifies whatever he's doing because of that obsession. It's not good.
Ominis.
He's gonna go off the deep end. I'm telling you.
Ominis. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominis, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominis knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominis. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominis has. Let's go.
What? Ominis?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Definitely siding with Ominis on this. Sebastian is a little bit too obsessed.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominis and I found a compromise.
Ominis simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominis. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again. As we were leaving, Ominis wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Looks like I can't fly or fast travel, so gotta run back. Oh, that's why. Looks like Feldcroft's been attacked.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominis. It'd only upset her.
Surprised he hasn't commented on the smoke blooms yet.
You have to learn to share.
Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet. Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
That was meant to... Just you wait till I'm on solid ground! You can't stop us!
Confringo!
Kill spells!
Stupid.
That was unimpressive! No!
Confringo!
Levioso!
Keep out of Saul's reach!
Expulso! I won't...
Confringo!
Stupid! Got him!
They're closing in!
Levioso!
Confringo!
You'll not win here. Imperio!
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperius curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Okay, let's pick up our loot. It just seems to be a bit of gold. And then have a chat with the uncle.
What was he thinking?
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Well, shoot. Things aren't looking too good for Sebastian. Everyone else is gone. So let's fast travel to the room of requirement and see what outfits we unlock and whatnot. And then maybe try and do a more light-hearted quest
He
with
thinks
Poppy.
you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Yeah, a couple of best pieces of gear. And gloves. Okay, let's upgrade those so that it matches the rest. And the gloves.
Deke cannot believe how many beasts you have here.
Alright, so I had my recording software crash, but you didn't miss much. I just collected some plants and ingredients from the room requirement. And then gonna meet Poppy as I said earlier.
Oh, good, you're safe.
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Hauntel Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she alright?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed I'd sent the egg there. She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost them everything.
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's alright. I don't think either one of us could have anticipated that.
I should have known. I underestimated the poachers. And now another creature's in danger.
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching rare creatures. One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature is a Snidget?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. It has rotational wings that allow it to dart quickly in any direction. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually used in the sport hundreds of years ago.
Why would Snidgets be valuable to poachers?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever would have fighting dragons. The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. They were hunted out of existence by wizard kind. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific way they'd be bred and killed for profit.
Where exactly are these Snidgets allegedly hidden?
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. Perhaps the poachers won't be clever enough to find the birds. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight. Gran thinks it can be narrowed down to a handful of locations.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snidgets.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after the Snidgets, if they still exist. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon, but the poachers will be watching for us now.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us, who value creatures as much
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs, they'd want the Snidgets protected at all costs.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are high. Still, I think they may be our only hope. Let me think on it. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Okay, was not expecting talking to centaurs as an option. And that was basically just another conversation, not a quest. So I think we could do ourselves another quest that's... Yeah, let's speak with the person who got us started on the Daedalus keys. That will probably also be in a little short conversation.
Were you able to follow one of the Daedalian keys?
Hello, Nellie. Actually, I found all of the keys and opened my house chest.
Oh, wonderful. What did you find?
I found a rather interesting costume.
Brilliant. Well, thank you for solving that mystery for me. I always wondered what those keys would lead to.
Okay. Don't know why that was still in my quest log. And then... let's go with speaking with Sebastian then. Yeah, let's speak with Sebastian. In the Undercroft. Is this another Depulso challenge?
Depulso!
Yep, looks like it. Okay, let's do this instead then.
Revelio. Depulso.
This... I've already done this one? No, it doesn't look like it. There's still treasure.
Revelio.
Oh, there's a chest in there.
Depulso. Depulso. Accio. Depulso. Accio. Revelio.
Yep, that's it. I think I've already done this challenge room.
Depulso. Accio.
Okay, now I've got the chest that I didn't get previously, which is probably not really worth it. Yeah, just another green. Okay, let me just leave the basin as I've already done this challenge room. And then we'll carry on to speak to Sebastian.
I can't believe we found ourselves trapped in that scriptorium. Never again.
142 staircases, and this is where they put me.
Revelio.
Boggart's Closet. This old cupboard is said to have once contained a powerful boggart that 5 professors working together could barely repel as it shifted among werewolf tornado, a plate of haggis, a Hungarian hotel, and someone's mother-in-law. Okay. Let's carry on now to Undercroft.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh. That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought she handed it to me. "This will keep you safe," she said. "It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet."
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it. We'll be expelled.
Even if Ominis is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this. I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Okay, another conversation. Let's go look for some quest on the world map there. Let's go exploring this way.
Oh, I'm going to enjoy this.
In case you haven't noticed, I've got a new room. Forgot what it's called though.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
Too slow.
No witch or wizard will be spared.
Mine now, demi-guys.
May I have a moment of your time?
Pardon? Were you calling to me?
I was. I'm Marianne Moffett. Pleasure. At the moment, I'm having a great deal of trouble trying to find a particular dirical.
Ah, yes, the magical bird. Can disappear when it senses danger.
Peculiar things, aren't they? Did you know that muggles call them dodos? Such a funny name. I'm worried about a large albino diricawl known as Gwynaira. She's a local legend, so of course poachers are after her. If I had her, I'd treat her like a queen, and I could use her molted feathers as fashion accessories.
Sounds as if she needs rescuing. I know the perfect place.
The perfect place is with me. Wait until the neighbours see her, not to mention how fashionable I'll be with those beautiful feathers. I can't seem to rescue her, and I'm worried the diricals don't trust me since I've been hanging about their den.
Why are you fixated on Gwynaira and not rescuing all the diricals?
Gwynaira is special. She's more attractive to poachers with her lovely plumage. They'll try harder to take her. The other diricals seem to have managed evading poachers quite well on their own.
Can you tell me what the dirical den looks like?
It's down by the shore, on a sort of overhanging cliff. You'll recognize it by all of the diricals lolling about.
I'll keep an eye out for a large white dirical.
Oh, thank you. Those gorgeous feathers. And she'd be safe. One last thing. She seems to spend her days in hiding. I've only ever seen her at night. I do hope you're able to save her. Be prepared to chase her. I sometimes wonder if she actually enjoys the pursuit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give the bird to that lady.
I suppose I should watch for Gwynaira. At night, apparently.
She definitely sounds like she's just interested in plucking feathers off of it. To show off.
Revelio.
Okay, so the demigod was in a different... it said...
What do we have here? Confringo! Revelio! Alohomora.
Just raiding more people's homes. I guess it's what Hogwarts students did in the 1800s.
Revelio. Revelio.
Okay. Nothing of real import. Let's get the flue point.
Revelio. Hello, sir. Might you have some time to talk?
I have all the time in the world for a potential customer. How do you do? I'm Cromwell, Clifford Cromwell.
I'd like to ask you a bit about Weem, if you don't mind.
Of course. Lived here for years. Lovely, peaceful place to settle in.
Have you heard rumors about dark witches or wizards lurking nearby?
Try to avoid them when I can. Nasty lot, Rookwood's crew. However, I did see a poacher not too long ago. Not good for business. Not good at all.
I'd like to learn a bit about you, sir, if you don't mind.
Well, how charming. No one ever asks about me. Been in Marianne since I left Hogwarts. I did some work with the Ministry as a young man. A confidential project. Had to do with the usage of mandrakes. As weapons, believe it or not. Went through enough cotton wool in my ears to fill a cauldron. But after a time, I sought a quieter life. Set up shop here, selling my wares. I am always content among my plants.
What can you tell me about your shop?
I sell plants and their byproducts here. Herbology was always my passion, even as a young Hufflepuff at Hogwarts.
I've met some interesting students in Hufflepuff. Hard-working lot, I gather.
We are indeed. Glad to know our reputation still stands strong.
What do you have for sale?
Ah, yes. What can I do for you? Such a pleasure doing business with you. Be sure to visit again. Always brightens my day helping you young ones.
Well, I don't think I'm going to be doing any more quests this episode. We'll probably pick up with Sebastian's one when he sends the owl. In the meantime, I'll do some free roaming and exploring in my own time just to not make you guys sit through all of that. Hope you all have a great day, and cheers for now.